when I came here this morning, I had an issue, I think, with the windows. They were really blowing out in the photographs because the sun was on the front of the house. You know, do you remember when I said to you that might be an issue? So I think, well, to actually address that, it was a case of me photographing the rooms in the other side of the house, which were in shade. And then by the time I'd finished those rooms, I came to the front of the house, the rooms in front of the house, and photographed them. And then where the windows weren't highlighted.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of my main issues, I think. And also I think just kind of watching where things were glaring, you know, pictures with glass, they tend to glare a lot, I think, you know, especially in bright sunlight. And you know, that was maybe an issue, but apart from that, it was just a case of photographing each room that you had wonderfully home staged, and that was basically it, really. I've just finished all the photographs. I can't wait to get home and edit them. And I mean, I really enjoyed it. So especially meeting you here, it's been like the icing on the cake. You know what I mean?
Well, I think also it's been interesting for me seeing how you work, all the attention to detail that you put into it, getting the angles right, and as you say, picking up on things like glare from glass, and whether something what you can see perhaps through the window, if you've got something that isn't perhaps terribly attractive out of the window, how to position things. But with this property, I mean, the view here is absolutely gorgeous, so that hasn't really been an issue for you particularly here, has it?
No, exactly. I mean, when a property has you know, views like this, it's hard not to take a good photograph. And even the property is it's a beautiful Victorian property, isn't it? With like hints of you know, Art Deco. I mean, the staircase is amazing, isn't it? You know,
it is.
It's all about lines. I mean, this room is beautiful. It's so light, you know. Can you maybe talk about some of the you know, features in this room that you thought would work well?
Well, you always look for a focal point. You've got the chimney breast here, so whether you have a formal fireplace or you perhaps have your TV on a stand and you have a nice mirror above it, or however it's going to work for you, but drawing attention to those focal points is very important. But we were doing our recent series of videos, and I think the experience of seeing you in action, working with you here today, and photographing, has just emphasised the message that we're trying to get across in our series of videos about the difference that it can make to staging a property and using professional photography to really make the most of your property.
Yes, I mean, yeah, that's so important. And also it's an investment, a very, very small investment on your property. Do you know what I mean?
In relation to the overall outcome for you, then yes, absolutely.
I totally agree.